And welcome back to Let's Play Nerd spell with a 3, Inquisition. You didn't expect this, especially the fact that the room is basically empty. Um, Ignore the reasons as to why. Yeah, let's get on with it. We got a couple more character conversations to go, and then the final fight. The final fight. Let's do it.
Would the night? Of course. But she was so fast and quick with her bow. No one quite knew where she came from.
Are you thinking about... You are!
Her attacks are loud and they're joyful. But she knew the ways of nobler men. And she knew how to enrage them. She would always like to say, why change the past when you could understay? Today she will fight to keep her way. She's a rogue and a thief and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can understay? Today she will fight to keep her way.
Does she say that, though? Like, she doesn't live it. If she's all about, like, revenge and changing things, it's definitely very much in the past.
But she was so sharp and quick with a bow. Arrows strike like a dragon. Sarah was never...
So have these songs been about all the companions?
Oh, hi you. Strange days, right? Weird elves and Morrigan going wading. Better her than you. Glad to be back where things make sense after the demon-worshipping lies of Mythal. When do we go after What's-His-Lumps?
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
No. Because that factor doesn't determine whether or not they were correct. A lot of people will write about things that ended up dying. You're insulting our heritage. I wouldn't be that far.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because
we
Abelard
saw
looked
it?
weird? If that's all it takes, Cariffi's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. I get it. You're an elf. Be all elfy. But this? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
It's not as if it matters what I believe. I've already denied being the herald.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Cariffi fish.
Yeah, but you
Whatever.
You're all like, oh, I hate you for believing it, but whatever, believe what you want. Like, make up your mind. At least the song about you is catchy.
Give me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, general to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
Judging him will affect as many as his crimes. I won't take it lightly.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The profit just isn't as pretty.
coward, you pretend you had no choice. But you could have fought.
I fought and lost long before Corypheus. Your commander thinks he knows what that feels like. Well, he's wrong.
You were always weak, and your leadership proves it.
Every one of those Templars would have suffered until nothing was left. And then be forced to kill and die. I gave them hope. Just like the Chantry. Just like you. I'm weak. And you're a savior. Do what you want. I'm done talking.
Samson, you can still be of use to good people. What you know is less important than what you are. My Arcanist will study your resistance to Red Lyrium.
Do as you will, Inquisitor. Your kind always does.
Well, we know his whole philosophy.
Magnificent.
You're still reading books, so you have all that knowledge?
Suddenly, it all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected.
Okay.
It's exhilarating. The
So it's about
rush of
knowledge more about the
images,
perspective.
truth dangling just out of reach.
Tell me more.
Take the Alluvians. It was always assumed their use was lost after the Tevinter conquest of Arlathan. But the ancient elves had closed all paths to the crossroads long before. They warred with themselves, and the Alluvians were sealed to prevent an enemy from using them to attack. So much is misunderstood. It would take years to absorb, if I get the chance.
I'm pleased I could give you that at least.
And pleased I am to have the chance, believe me. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
Huh.
Really? That sounds quite fun.
Fun? 'Tis an odd notion of fun you have, Inquisitor. Whatever
It's called
Mathal was,
sarcasm.
goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
Will the summoning be dangerous?
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises, thus your company would be best. Just think, Inquisitor. Soon you could have an answer your people have sought for generations.
This is the place.
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing.
Oh, that's descriptive.
'Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me, and I will come. Without mercy, without fear.
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mithal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her.
Then one day she disappeared, and there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere.
Not to worry. If there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough.
All right. I mean, I chose them specifically to join.
You
They're
know
not
who
here.
I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mithal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Oh, that's cool sound design.
Mother.
Oh, this is awkward.
Now, isn't this a surprise?
So this is Mithal.
She is a deceiving witch!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mithal?
Mithal was the goddess of justice. I've seen the statues. She...
Was one of the people. Yes, indeed.
I do not understand. How can you be Mithal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mithal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Then you carry Mithal inside you.
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
Is this a Darth Vader Luke moment?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mithal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. So young and vibrant, you do the people proud and have come far. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Sorry, were you clearing your throat?
I know the name Flemeth. My people call you Asha Belenar, the woman of many years, and speak of your legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mithal. That's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that
Oh,
woman.
thank you for the vote of confidence.
That is how my tale began.
That's why the
Flemeth
accomplishment for
appears
people
in
who
other
do that.
legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
If Mithal is a part of you, why haven't you helped us? We've called to you, prayed to you.
What was could not be changed.
What about now? You know so much.
You know not what you ask, child.
This meeting was no accident, was it?
Clever lad.
The voices came from you?
The price of the well seemed no dire thing when you saw so much gain. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do. Wait!
You,
I wish to see who drank from the well
that was
of
quite the voice
sorrows.
crack.
It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
What in the world did that mean?
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Will you be all right?
I am uncertain. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus. Mother must be very pleased. If I see her again, I will have no choice but to do every single thing she commands. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
You might be right.
'Twas a temple dedicated to her after all. Is it a coincidence we ended up there? There must be a connection we cannot see. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
Boy, the amount of paranoia I must get
Until next
from
time,
finding
then.
out your mom is a god. I could just... What?
This is amazing. Convincing the Keeper took work, but I'm so glad you managed.
What's this guy just doing in the bushes? That's weird. Cause 0 power for the final fight. Well. Again, I guess they wanted to be very quick after the previous one.
Did
Not
you
have me get
find
delayed
what
with
you
having to
need,
pick up
Morrigan?
other things.
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
Believe me, I know.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
Uh-oh, that's not good.
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
I must go now, before it's too late.
Oh. Alright, so this being the final fight, I changed everyone's gear. So we might look a little weird. Just a little. I guess Cassie was dying all the time, so I was like, you know what? Let me
Tell me.
use
where
my
is
best
your
materials
maker
and
now?
make better armor for her.
Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
Man, those things are worse than the cutscenes.
I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. You have been most successful.
Is this why in the
my
next game
plans.
everything's floating?
But let us
Like
not
in the
forget
opening
what you
sequence I
are.
saw online?
A thief in the wrong place at the
'Cause
wrong
this dude
time.
just lifted
An
everything.
interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I came here to stop you, Corypheus. Nothing more.
Ooh. That's a look of undeserved confidence. Big CGI fight coming right at you.
You dare.
Oh, now it's talking
I
to me.
shall...
Nice. Uh-oh, she's gonna Tony Stark this. Oh, I wasn't actually serious. Oh, now she's Gandalfing. Oh, good. The guy equipped Sarah with the dragon sling bow. Or with the rune on the bow. Like, you get it.
Morrigan lives. We must go to her aid. There's a dragon trying to kill us.
And one there will help us.
Oh, we did it. Oh no. Okay, so like when Corypheus, when he dies, he goes into
Let
some
it end
spot,
here!
right?
Let the skies boil!
Is that what the
Let
dragon
the
just
world
did?
be rent asunder!
Did we do it?
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Good. He doesn't have a final form. Yep, I just defeated the Skybeam with a bowling ball.
You want
Might want to run. Oh, shoot.
Solus?
The orb.
I know you wanted the orb saved. I'm so sorry.
It is not your fault.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Oh, there everybody is. Where were you? Only 3 to help me out.
Victorious, I see. What a novel result. And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
Roll credits, perhaps?
We go back to Skyhold.
Darn it, that actually is pretty amazing, that lighting.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished.
Uh-oh.
If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
I think he's preparing for a sequel. Hopefully he finds a good team of writers.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
So I to assume that every single
Now
time I
that
go out and do
Corypheus
something,
has
I
been
have to
defeated,
write
we
like
have a moment to stop
an
and think.
essay on it, and she reads it. It
Afterwards,
feels like
you will
that's
be
what's
busy.
happening.
Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, a Dalish elf leading a band of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Are we getting all the final conversations with everybody? Not for that. What's up, Colin?
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
I can scarcely believe it.
The Conclave, Haven. It seems so long ago. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. Right now I'm thinking, this shit is
do it.
weird, the Inquisitor Llewellyn story. It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it.
That's why you tell it.
Have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
You should write the book.
I'll see what I can do once I get home. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
Yeah. But mostly you should write the book.
All this pomp and ceremony. Can't top seeing that bastard Corypheus burn. No matter what happens to me now, I can say I was there. I helped you bring him down.
It took all of us, but we did it.
I shudder to think where we'd be without you leading us. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
It'll be a huge undertaking.
I should have said might as
If
well.
anyone can do it,
It's more in character.
you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
You helped make it possible, Bull.
That's what they pay me for. The Ben Hathrath are still worried about the Inquisition's power. Happy Corypheus is dead, though. I expect they'll call me back for a more detailed report. Not many experts on demons and old magisters under the queue.
I hope the Ben Hathrath appreciate the good work you've done here.
It's not about appreciation under the queue. It's about doing the job, belonging. And we've got some time. Corypheus was a busy guy. I figure we've still got some cleanup work to do. But not tonight. Tonight, we get shit-faced one last time. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
Hey,
So
Cole.
many people died. More still are hurting. They need help. It seems wrong to celebrate. But I want to. The part of me that's me needs to, after all this. The servants are drinking. Some of them are drinking while lying down.
You have any interest in joining them?
I don't know. Not now. It makes things more complicated, and I'm not ready. Someday. Maybe. What happens next? Where do we go?
The Inquisition is just getting started.
Yes.
Well, no, not really, because this is the end of the game.
Thank you for letting me
I
stay.
got the little mark from the trophy achievement for beating it in nightmare mode. I don't know why I ever chose to do this. It was a terrible idea.
Finally got a party, yeah?
I should have just
Fun
done it
to see in the
regular
world.
difficulty.
It's the least Andraste's Herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Couldn't it be his will and our effort? Perhaps miracles need a little help.
Well, what's the friggin' point of them then? Ugh, you sound like a sister. I guess you'd know by this point. Seems like you did it right, mostly. still some things to do
What's
yet,
your
right?
deal?
Because I'm in no hurry to go back to Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
We win, and she's like, well, what does it count? What if it's this or it's that? It's like, I don't know. Also, you're looking for a definitive answer in this kind of stuff. It's not.
Shut it, you.
It's not going to work.
I cry. I'm punching everyone. All right, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning. Big freaking heroes,
Yeah,
Inquisitor.
it was a party,
All
and then
of
you
us.
kind of ruined it with your weird questions.
Ugh, I should never have hired new caterers so late.
Leave it be, Josie.
Oh.
Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
If you don't pause for a moment, your heart is going to stop.
At least I'd be spared another incident. What a disaster. This morning. It's late.
I
the
can relate
invitation
to
our
that.
guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Thedas is discussing the successor of the Inquisition.
Oh, that us, not you and me, us. Like the whole group, us.
You played no small part in our rise to power.
That would have been awkward.
You had a role yourself, if I recall correctly. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
First off, I love that she's got a little candle there that emits no light whatsoever. Also, I get that. I was once an assistant to a caterer, and she passed out of exhaustion. It's a difficult job.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me.
Nice.
Influence.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his
Really?
small
The blacksmith's
clothes
kind of
from shock, I
nice.
swear.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
For Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corypheus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I must remember to thank her for the trouble.
She's been craving the cakes from Madame Lucien's shop for months. This celebration gave her the perfect excuse. To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Good for her. Taking the opportunity to get those cakes.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
So we should be. Defeating Corypheus was no simple task.
He was so confident of his power, he could not conceive of losing.
If he could, he would never have
Yeah.
challenged me.
And he would have
Yeah.
gone into hiding. Yes, it worked out far better this way. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. It would not have been possible without your support and friendship. It means a great deal to me.
That's good news.
I think back to how we first met, and here you stand. You are the Inquisitor, a symbol of hope and change to so many. And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great man, and I will always stand at your side.
Seems like you always become friends with people that you imprison at one point. Am I right? Is that a pattern? I think that's a pattern with her.
So much to do, my dear. Elections for Grand Enchanter must be held, and many of the circles lack even interim First Enchanters. It will take time, and it may not be possible to restore the history that was lost, but we will reinstate the circles. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
And well you should. It's a miracle we survived this ordeal. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Uh-oh.
May I join you?
Like, wait, kids.
I wanted to catch you. The celebrations appear to be winding down with the sunrise. I've never witnessed such a lovely sight.
Nor I.
Sometimes your words are so sweet.
That was worded way better than it said on the menu.
That's you. It's been good to have this celebration, free of what the future holds. Whatever awaits us, my lord, I know only one thing. I would never have you face it alone.
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Gaspar has ascended to the Golden Throne. His rule continues only so long as he bows to the will of Brianna, the first elf to be granted titles and land. Soon, new rights are granted to elves throughout the land. Plans are made to tear down alienage walls. The Emperor chafes under her command, but can do nothing, even as an alliance of nobles considers open rebellion. They hesitate only because they fear the alliance between Briala and the Elven Inquisitor. The icy reception awaiting the Inquisition at court is telling, however. It seems only a matter of time. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. In the end, they refuse Cassandra's invitation to rejoin the Circle of Magi, and instead reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. From the beginning, the college and the Circle have clashed, and some fear it will lead to a new war of the mages upon themselves. And what of the Inquisition itself? Its web of influence is felt in every hall. Through diplomacy and the trading of favors, it has gathered the power to shake kingdoms. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They
Why is she just walking away like that? Can you just turn into a dragon?
When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
All right.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Oh, shoot. I was about to say, like, I already knew this because I'm, like, aware of the story due to the last game. But that I didn't expect. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the episode here. By the episode, I mean the playthrough. Because we're done. That's the game. I mean, hey, if you really wanted, I could do the Trespasser DLC, but I really don't want to. The story's been great, honestly, and a lot of characters, like, yeah, you've been hearing me throughout. It's been hit or miss. Some of them are really good, really in-depth characters that I enjoy, and then others are just one-sided, don't really have a point other than just, like, a belief they have that doesn't change or get challenged. But yeah. Yeah, no, if I get enough comments asking me to do the Trespasser DLC because you say it's worth it, then I'll try it. Until then, I'm going to try another game. That being said, leave a comment below with your favorite BioWare game, but also your favorite, like, RPG when it comes to, like, characters and companions and actually having story to it, like that kind of RPG. So it's a basically BioWare game, but, like, you know, Larian and Obsidian do that very well also. So yeah, you come up with which of those is your favorite of those types of games, and yeah, we'll see you next week with a different game. But until then, don't forget to have an amazing day, eat something delicious, and hang out with someone you admire.